right, y'all. So I wanted to make a quick update on my trajectory in the last couple years. I think my last video was in 2024. I definitely did not make no videos in 2025. I can almost guarantee that. Um, but yeah, quick follow up, a quick update. I have been just living and kind of doing the shadow work as I'm going. There's been a lot of changes in my world. I've moved. I've career pivoted. I actually got laid off from the job that you guys will see a lot of videos on, where I was like in amusement parks and a lot of different things, pretty cool things. No longer work there. I'm doing my own thing. I know even in my earlier videos, I talked about developing my business and how I wanted to come in and fail fast, fail often, so you can grow. Um, didn't do all of that yet. It didn't take off as I thought it would in 2024. 2024 was still a year where I was releasing limiting beliefs. It was still a year where I had to do a lot of internal work because I had a business. I just didn't have a product. I've always had a business because I've always wanted a brand. I just didn't have a flagship product that I actually believed in and I wanted to push. Um, and 2024 kind of gave me so much release in the sense of I was having experiences and I was just kind of shedding these very deep rooted limiting beliefs that were kind of stifling my creativity and just not giving me. I 2024 was not that year that I thought was going to be, and that is okay. 2025 rolled in, and 2025 has been extremely slow. It has been very transformative in a sense that I've made moves. They feel slow. They feel very what is that, like molasses? It feels kind of slow, but molasses in itself is still very savory. It's very thick. um it's it's sticky, so it's slow, but it makes a permanent foundation. And that's what 2025 has been: changes and rooting myself within those changes, really making intentional decisions, even if they're slow. And I think the slowness adds to the intention. There was days where I'm like, wow, nothing's happening. I feel kind of guilty, and that's something y'all may want to watch out as you're building a brand. Don't feel guilty and think you have to oversaturate your productivity because there's no movement at the time. Things are being grounded, developed in ways that you have no idea what's happening, or maybe not no idea that what's happening. Some things just really are determined by time and patience. And there was a period in 2025 where I'm like, wow, there's nothing happening. I feel guilty for just not doing much. And mind you, every single day I there's a point in time towards my day where I'm adding to my business, whether it's sending an email, just as simple as sending an email, just as simple as revising a design, or just looking at something inspirational that's tied to my product. Is every single day. There's not a day that goes by that I don't do something for it. But on the days that there's not a lot to do, it's okay. Take that for you. Take that rest day. Take that day to kind of walk away, give it air, give it time. Just like plants. There's days where I'm looking at my plants and they're not progressing, and I went to go back to Cleveland to visit my family, and I come back, my plants are just like doing fantastic or dead, either or. So it's like you gotta give time for things to kind of breathe and and move slow. When you're planting deep roots, when you want to build legacy, when you want to build big brands, and when you want to do big things, you kind of have you can go through a very quick growth spur. Quick, everybody, it can move very quickly, or it can move very slowly and very intentional. And it's okay to have doubts during those times of slowness. And you have to check and continuously check your intention, that it's not slow because of lazy. It's slow because I just didn't know what else to do. Like, things were, I didn't have, not nothing to do. There was just, I was waiting for a response here. I was I didn't have an idea here. Something was not aligning here. So the only option I had was to wait it out. Like there's just nowhere to move. For me, I didn't. I do have a product, but there was not a push for me to do a lot of like work online, like a lot of marketing and pushing a product. Because if I do a lot of promotion online, um, and it goes viral for whatever reason, I don't have a contain. I can't sustain it because there's no. I don't have a manufacturer. I have a concept and I have prototypes, but I don't have a manufacturer to kind of. I that part I just didn't know, and I wanted to know that part. I wanted to know what scaling looked like before the scaling, and I'm doing a beverage. I'm doing a CPG brand, so I needed to know how to scale, how to formulate, when the numbers are bigger than one, and bigger than the prototype. So I kind of had to learn those things before I did any type of marketing, any type of launching. I just wanted to do very deep, grounded work. I collaborated, or I'm collaborating with my website. I started it on my own. I didn't like it. I got somebody to help me. You can, as a founder and a visionary, you want to wear all the hats. Sometimes you got to let others wear the hat, and let them add to the creativity, to the project, and add momentum to the project throughout their touch, their creativity. So yeah, so that was a lot of my year, just kind of focusing on that, focusing on cementing a foundation in the case that my wildest dreams come true, giving my wildest dreams a foundation and a root to grow from. Another thing that was very important was a lot of things that I had to work for within myself. Like there was moments in the last year where, if you guys go back to some of my videos, or one of my videos, how to be your best friends and how to be your own best friend in 3 easy steps, we talk about giving yourself grace, and then also maintaining accountability for yourself, for your actions and the things that you're doing. One of the things I learned throughout the trajectory of this year was also advocating for yourself. If you held yourself accountable and you gave yourself enough grace, and something is out of your control that you know is wrong or whatever, advocate for yourself, stand up for yourself. That's part of being your own best friend. That's part of being the best man on your team, is truly advocating for yourself, seeing yourself through an accountable lens, a graceful lens, but also an advocate lens for yourself. I really, 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 really suggest for us to always advocate for ourselves when it's time to do that. Don't let people and situations bring you down. Situations have the power to bring you down, but you have to, again, advocate for yourself and say, no, I did the best that I could. Let's stand up. Let's move forward. Let's grow. Let's go. And that principle applies to people that try to play you or whatever the case may be. Advocate for yourself. You are your best friend. Like, if I'm in a situation and my best friend sees that I'm being taken advantage or whatever, and she knows this, and she stands up for me, that is a friend for life. So do that for yourself as well. Stand up for yourself. Don't be scared, because sometimes you don't have an external representation of advocacy. You have to do that for yourself. So yeah, I learned that this year as well. I don't know what 2026 is going to look like. I can't feel the fabric of 2026. Well, I can. There's something in the air already, or something I've planted in my mind that the air of 2026 is going to be like. I think it's going to be a little bit faster moving than 2025. I do feel that. But I'm open to all possibilities. If I couldn't fail fast and fail often in 2024, I'm willing to take that risk in 2026. I want to move. I want to grow. I want to take off. I planted good seeds, and it's time to start seeing the seedlings and growing the seedlings. And some stages in the seedlings are very fast. If you're into plants, into botany, you're going to you know that some seeds just take off. Like, they take a lot to germinate, take some time to break through the ground. When they do, they're off. So hopefully that is 2026 for me. I'm ready to be a seedling with very strong roots, ready to weather whatever it is, ready to weather momentum and growth. And I wish the same for everyone. I wish a happy and prosperous and amazing 2026 for everyone that gets to watch this. And if you're watching this in 2027, 2028, 2029, I wish you an amazing year, or I wish you the year that you actually deserve. Wait a minute. I do wish you an amazing year, but I wish you to have a year that reflects the things that you need in this lifetime. Like if you need to grow, then I wish you the patience to accept that some years are meant for growth. So I wish you patience and understanding and discernment and what is that word called? Comprehension, that maybe this year is that year for slowness or fast moving or fail fast and fail often or reflection or release. So I wish you guys just a very beautiful lifetime.